Sorry, I will talk about some specific example from discrete random variable. Okay, so coming to outline, it is there is a single outline. I haven't written in a specific way that many example would come. So here I would like to write it like simplest one is the Bernoulli random variable. So if I ask Bernoulli random variable, then in term of what in computer science or in term of digital sense, you can say that Bernoulli random variable is nothing. Just it is talking about binary digit. Binary digit, what is that means 0 and 1 kind of thing. It is associated with only two kind of outcome. Either it would be success or failure. In simple, anything is happening. If any kind of experiment is there, random experiment is there, then always we can define Bernoulli random process there. Always we can define a Bernoulli random variable there. So suppose if you toss a coin, if you toss a coin, single coin, then there is a Bernoulli random variable. Obvious, it would be very obvious Bernoulli random variable. Toss a coin, single coin, automatically the associated random variable, you will call it Bernoulli random variable, that number of heads. So number of head would be either 0 or 1. So define X here, number of head or number of tail, whatever you want to fill it. So according to that, you define number of head. So automatically this X would be a random variable that would be Bernoulli in nature. Number of heads you can call it. So here, what are the possible value of X? So if you're tossing a coin, then there are two possibility. Either you will get 0 head or 1 head. Okay, A. So two possibilities. X will take only two value. Either it will take 0 or it will take 1. So that's why this random variable is Bernoulli in nature. Now, if you roll a dice, can we define Bernoulli random variable here? Anyone, can you respond? If you are rolling a dice, then can we define Bernoulli random variable here while rolling a dice? Because you remember that sample space contains 6 numbers. If you roll a dice, anyone can give suggestion. What is the possible Bernoulli random variable? You can define random variable. So one random variable simply you can call it. There are several random variables. One random variable you can call it just a number on the face. Number on the face. On the face. So this one is one random variable. So X will take how many value? What are the possible value of X? Who would like to answer? Possible values are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, very fine. So now come to describe here random variable, the Bernoulli random variable. Anyone can define any Bernoulli random variable in this random experiment. This one is your given random experiment. Rolling a dice is a random experiment. Now tell me, can you define here Bernoulli random variable? One random variable you got it here. Here this random variable is taking value 6 values. So that's why definitely this random variable is not a Bernoulli random variable, because Bernoulli random variable can take only two value, either 0 or 1. Okay. Now anyone give suggestion to define Bernoulli random variable in this random experiment? Any suggestion? Who would like to answer? Yeah. Are you able to listen me or not? Am I audible properly? Okay, so my question is that I asked one question here. If you are rolling a dice, that one is your given random experiment, then can you define a Bernoulli random variable? Can you define or not? Can you define? Just think over it. At the beginning of this class, I had given one hint. You can define here various Bernoulli random variable. That means one random variable, you can say that you can relate it like this way. Uh, you can, in order to define Bernoulli random variable, introduce an event called A. Either sometimes you need to introduce an event, or sometimes you don't need directly. You can uh, define Bernoulli random variable. But just for the simplicity, I would like to introduce an event. So A, I am calling it. It is collecting only even phase. That means what are the even phase? 2, 4, 6. Then A complement will contain what kind of event, what kind of output? It will contain odd phase 1, 3, and 5. Now you define a random variable like indicator function, or simply you can define like this way: IA x equal to, I am calling it, I want to give name x, I will call it y. Y I am defining through indicator function. X is already, I have already defined one random variable in this experiment. So y I am defining, I am saying it a indicator function. That means what is meaning of indicator function? Means if you take it meaning it is defined in such a way, if you take element from A, then it will give output 1, and if you are taking element from outside A, that is A complement, then it will take value 0. So that is the idea of defining uh, this indicator function or characteristics function. Another name is bit main name is indicator function. We try to indicate this set. So we define indicator function like this one: a of a of omega, it would be equal to 1 when omega is coming from a set A, and it will take value 0 when omega is not coming from A. That means omega is coming from A complement. So it will take value 0 when omega is coming from A complement. That means either omega is 1 or 2 or 1 or 5 or 3. A complement. Okay. So this is your desire. This random variable, this one random variable y, it is a Bernoulli random variable. You can observe that it defines a Bernoulli random variable which is taking only two value, 1 or 0. So that's way in every random experiment, always you can define Bernoulli random variable. Always you can define. Another also you can say that someone case may say that I will win if I get even number. I will lose if I got odd number. So winning you can relate with success, or losing you can relate with failure. So those kind of, so if you in any random experiment, if you introduce success and failure, then the corresponding random variable associated with success and failure always define a Bernoulli random variable. So that is a very general. So in every random experiment, always whatever is irrespective of sample space, nature of sample space, always you can define Bernoulli random variable. Always you can define in every random experiment, you can always define Bernoulli random variable. So that is the interesting application of discrete random variable, that Bernoulli random variable is coming everywhere. So I have taken here few more example. You can look into here. If you have any question, you can ask. Otherwise, I am going forward. So I think everyone might be clear with respect to Bernoulli random variable. If I am asking, can you define a Bernoulli random variable anywhere in a given random experiment? Satyam, can you say anything about Bernoulli random variable? Is it what I told? Did you get the meaning of? I explained something. Did you get the meaning of Bernoulli random variable? Satyam, are you listening me? Not. Okay. Naveen, did you get the meaning of that? At least try to respond. Just listening. What is meaning of listening? Okay, Asrit, are you listening me? So did you get the meaning of Bernoulli random variable? Okay, and be attentive. Okay, while in class, try to be attentive. Okay, okay, fine. I'm going forward. So here I will take a few more examples on Bernoulli random variable. And before going to Bernoulli random variable, I will give a general process how to calculate probability mass function of a given discrete random variable. So in order to calculate probability mass function of a random variable, that means probability mass function is always associated with discrete random variable. So here by default you should consider that here probability mass function of a discrete random variable. So what is happening? So you just focus on each value of the possible value of the random variable. Suppose one value that you are taking x, then you are willing to calculate what is the probability mass function with respect to this x. That means what is px? Small p suffix here x, capital suffix x of x, small x. So how you can calculate this value? So what you do? So first job is collect all the possible outcome that give rise to the event capital X equal to X. That means it simply says that you find the all pre-images of small x. That means you find the all the outcome omega in the sample space whose uh, those are mapped to a small x. That means a capital X of omega equal to a small x. These are the pre-images of small x. They are specific value of a random variable. So find this one. Okay. After that, what you do? You calculate the probability of, in order to calculate the probability of this probability mass function value of this probability mass function, you do one thing. In the graph you have already observed that the graph of PMF of discrete variable have vertical arrows of the height. So from here what you do, then this event call it a. So here from here you can easily calculate probability of that protein mass function PMF for this particular act, it would be just equal to probability of event A in the sample space. Easily you can calculate. So like this way. Now another way, if you are having a particular subset in the omega x, then how can you can calculate? Just you can do visualization of that graph of the PMF. So in general, the graph of a PMF of a discrete random variable has vertical arrows of height. Height is given by this value of probability mass function at xk in the uh, range of random variable. So we may view the total probability. So from there, what we observe that total probability we can be, observe as a unit mass, and one a specific if you take one a specific value of random variable, then that value of PMF probability mass function, it would be what it is the amount of the probability mass that is placed at each discrete points. So we are trying to plot the probability mass function like this way, and the value of random variable is taking value like this way. So like in case of what if you are taking rolling a dice, and what are the possible value? It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There were 6 value of the random variable x, that number on the face in the previous slide what I had explained. And then if you're defining each here, you can say that each values are equally likely. So everyone is having same value. That what is that value? It is 1 by 6. So you can plot like this one. This height is 1 by 6. This height is also 1 by 6. This height is 1 by 6. This height is sorry, all are equally likely. So all are having same height. 1 by 6. This one is also having height 1 by 6, and this one is also having 1 by 6, 1 by 6. All are having. So this is the plot of probability mass function. Small p x of x. So x-axis you can call it. This x-axis is taking value of random variable. So you can denote x-axis. This one you can call it x-axis, and this vertical axis we are calling it probability mass function axis. So function axis, simply you can call it like this way. So like in this way you can plot. Okay, coming to example, first I would like to discuss about Bernoulli random variable. So when we are in general, what if you are willing to define a Bernoulli random variable, then we have to define a event. So let A be an event of interest in some random experiment, e.g., for example, like device. If you are taking, if you are going in a factory or in a manufacturing factory, then there would be two class. If you try to introduce Bernoulli random variable, then there are various ways to introduce Bernoulli random variable. One simplest way is that you can say that what device is produced by that manufacturing factory, it may be in two categories. Either device would be defective or not defective. So that kind of, so in that process, you just did a classification of all the device in two category, binary classification, that we are calling it binary classification. And where so those device which are not defective, we are calling it, we are calling in category of A category. So A, that we are calling it event A. So we say that a success occurs if A occurs, and we will say that a failure occurs if A complement. That means if you are getting a device which is not defective, we will that time we will call it success. We got success. That means A occurs. If you are getting a device which is defective, then we will simply say that there is a failure. That means A complement occurs. So we perform the experiment. While we perform the experiment, if you observe, so we do a binary classification of all the devices into categories, either it is defective or not defective. So here, there are two kind of binary classification of all the devices, then we can introduce Bernoulli random variable. How? Just by introducing this indicator function. So how we define indicator function? It is taking value 0 if the whatever device we are getting, that one is not coming from A. That means that one, that omega is uh, not coming from A, means omega is coming from A complement. That means omega is a uh, defective device. So that time indicator function will give 0, and indicator function when omega is coming from A, that means that device is not defective, then indicator function will give value 1. So this, if I ask what is the domain of this random variable or indicator function, domain automatically it would be complete sample space, and it has been mapped to what 0 1, binary set 0 1. Range of this one is 0 1. It has been mapped to 0 1 0 1. So that's way this indicator function over this event, which brings a binary classification of the what sample space. Then we simply can say that that associated indicator function is always a Bernoulli random variable. And we can say that also it is a Bernoulli random variable. And what is the range of that? It is taking just two values 0 and 1. And now next question would be, what is PMF of that random variable? PMF is also very easy to calculate. Calculate the value of this random variable for 0. It is taking only two value, either it will take 0 or 1. So when indicator function is taking value 0, then calculate the probability through this formula. And what is this probability? Probability of failure is 1 minus p. This one would be probability of failure. And similarly, you can calculate if you take I equal to 1, that would be associated with probability of success. So success event. So for that perspective, if you calculate value of PMF for I equal to 1, that will come as P. That one is probability of success. So in short, we can say that the probability mass function for indicator function, that as a random Bernoulli random variable, it is defined as it is taking value p when x is 1, and it is taking value 1 minus p when x is 0. So this x is as one particular value of Bernoulli random variable. Either x, so x would be either 0 or 1. So this is one specific random variable. That one is coming in any kind of random experiment. This Bernoulli random variable. So in practice, it is used to model generic probabilistic situation with just two outcomes, such as, so I'm talking about further. So where Bernoulli random variable we can observe. So where such scenario is like that, a state of telephone at a given time, then at a given time that telephone might be either free or busy. So again we do binary classification. Either it will telephone would be either it would be free or busy. So there are only two states. Two state situation. Whenever there is a two state situation, always we can associate that random experiment with Bernoulli random variable. So suppose if you are taking a person who can be either healthy or sick with a certain disease. So if like in today's corona time or pandemic time, a person either that person may have that might have corona disease or might not have. So two scenario will come here. So this one is again here you can introduce Bernoulli random variable. Again, the preference of a person who can either be against or against or with a political candidate. If there is a political candidate, then and if you choose a person, that person definitely either because that person is going to vote someone. So in order to vote there is only one. There are only two choices. That person will either vote that certain political candidate or will not vote that with respect to that political candidate. So again, binary random variable is coming. So all these are situations where you can observe binary activity, binary random variable, and you can model those things with the help of binary random variable. Next, most interesting kind of discrete random variable, that one is binomial random variable. So when it occurs, so if you toss a coin n times, then there you define a random variable number of his success that you count it number of hits, number of getting hits. So that time if you try to define probability mass function of Bernoulli probability mass function of random variable, then the corresponding probability mass function it will take a form of that will consider a coefficient of that will take a coefficient of coefficient from binomial in term of binomial coefficient. There would be binomial coefficient. So there we can introduce a binomial random variable. So few example here I have taken. So one example is that suppose there is a binary communication channel introduce a bit error. Binary communication channel introduces a bit error in a transmission with probability p. Let x be the number of error in independent transmissions. Then we have to find the probability of x. So x is definitely a random variable, and also we have to find the probability of one or fewer errors. These two we have to find. So this random variable definitely it would be a random variable, and we will when we will calculate PMM of this random variable, that will contain a coefficient in term of binomial coefficient. So we will call this random variable a binomial random variable. So here what is happening? So we are just counting a bit error, so, and that okay. So suppose there are n independent, it is already given here. So there are n independent transmissions. So definitely how many possibility how many number of error bit error would be there? Either it would be 0 error, 1 error, 2 error, or up to n error. So that's way here the range of x it will contains 0 to n. Now each transmission result in a 0 if there is no error, and it will result 1 if there is an error. So probability of error is p, and probability of no error is 1 minus p. Okay, that p it is already given here. So it is similar to related with tossing coin n times. Tossing coin n times. So in each trial, in each transmission, there is a possibility of either 0 error or 1 error. So that kind of things is coming here. So we are counting x is the total number of error in an independent transition. So now the possibility of k error in a bit of transition is given by probability of an error pattern that has k ones and n minus k zero. If there are k errors in the that random experiment in the trial of n independent transmission, then if there are k error, that means k ones and n minus k zeros. So due to that, how you will define probability mass function for this random variable x? You will define it probability of x, probability that x is taking value k. It is, that means probability of x equal to k. It is defined as how many right now count getting error as a success. So you observe that you are getting k error. That means out of n trial you are getting k error. That means this combination is coming. So it is a combinatorial column. So out of n trial you are getting in k trial there are errors. So nck you take that count in nck, and during that process what is the probability? So there are k success or means k error is coming. What is the probability of error is? It is giving p. So that means p into p into p to the power k, and in the same time how many uh, zero error you are getting, that count is n minus k. That's why what is the probability of zero error? Probability of zero is 1 minus p. That 1 minus p always we denote it by q. Suppose we denote it by q. So that's why q to the power n minus k, n minus k. So this is the probability mass function of this Bernoulli random variable. Sorry, this random variable x, that number of error in an independent transmission. And this here easily you can see that in the definition of probability mass function of this random variable, it contains a binomial coefficient. That's why this random variable x, we are calling it binomial random variable. So binomial in sense also you can say that binomial, you are talking bi means two. So when you perform any event in an experiment, we try to, and when there are only two kind of event, that means success and failure. So ones will be counted as success and zeros will be counted as a failure, then that will always uh, categorize as, that will introduce the concept of binomial random variable. If there is n trial of uh, n trial in an experiment, then always it will so few things you are getting success and few are rest of things, few and rest of things, few things are success and rest of things are failure. So few things k you are calling it few things, and rest n minus k are failure. So that's way if that kind of concept is coming, then we are calling it binomial. And if suppose there are not like few things and rest, it is coming like uh, uh, two success, three failure, and five something else. Those kind of things are coming. That means three kind of events are coming. If three kind of, so again, so in that case you have to introduce the concept of multinomial kind of approach. So that thing I will discuss later. Multinomial concept I will discuss later. Right now I am not discussing that. So we have on a question. Next question was, we have to find the probability of one or fewer error, one or fewer error. So simply that means we have to find the probability that x is taking value up to one or fewer error. That means up to x is taking value up to 1. So what does it mean? It is simply saying that, and see, so here what are the value of x? So x will take less than equal to 1. So it means x will take either 0 or it will take 1. So this first term, it is talking about x equal to 0. This term is coming with respect to x equal to 0. This term is coming with respect to x equal to 1. And if you just calculate all these things, and it will be very simple calculation. This is the probability that error is taking either value 1 or less than 1. This is the desired probability. Now another example I would like to take. So here it is associated with geometric random variable. Geometric random variable is very interesting kind of that. It is just associated with geometric series. Geometric series. It is coming. That idea is coming from geometric series. So what is happening that it is talking about keep on doing practice till you keep on doing your trial till you will get a success. So success, it will just come from your perspective. What is the meaning of success there? So it is totally subjective in nature. Success is totally subjective in nature. So here it is already defined. Let X be the number of times a message needs to be transmitted until it arrives correctly at its destination. Okay, correctly. So if that receiver is getting things correctly, then that would be success. If you keep on sending message and receiver is not getting correctly, that will count as a failure. But at the time, at the moment when receiver will receive a correct message, that will treated as success. So you are sending, keep on sending message, keep on sending message. So first message, second message, you keep on sending message. In that process, what would be least value of the random variable? It will always count trial, first trial, second trial. It trial can't be zero in that case, because you are sending messages in order to send in order to that in so that you are sending a message until that receiver will receive a correct message. So that's why count will start from 1 and it will go on, it will go on. So here question is that first question we have to find the probability mass function of the random variable, and once we will see the pattern of probability mass function of this random variable, that you can say that number of trial till success. In your approach you can define this x, you can say that number of trial till success. Number, keep on number of keep on counting number of messages, keep on sending number of messages till you will get a success. That means receiver will get a true message. And after finding the probability mass function, we have to find the probability that x is an even. Both two things we have to find. First we have to find the probability mass function, and then we have to find this probability. Okay, so the event that x is taking value k occurs if the underlying experiment finds k minus, what is meaning of x equal to k? That means what is meaning of that? Receiver will receive correct message at k count, case count. What is meaning of that? In the k first k minus 1 count or trial, definitely receiver might not have received the correct message. That means the person might have failed to send correct message in first k minus 1 trial. Okay, so that means x equal to k means simply the person have already faced k minus 1 failure. So that's x equal to k, that means case success, success is coming at case trial after failing k minus 1 failure. So that is the issue. So k minus 1 failure, what is the probability of failure? Suppose probability of success is p, then probability of failure would be 1 minus p. 1 minus p, it would be probability of failure. Sometime you can denote it probability of failure by q. So we are finding probability that here x is taking value k, that means 0. Failure means 0, getting 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and at k trial you are getting success, that means you are getting 1. So what is the probability of 0? 0 means failure, probability of 0 is 1 minus p. How many times it is coming? K minus 1 time, and each failure in each trial definitely independent with respect to other trial, failure in other trial. So that's why easily you can apply here product rule and calculate the probability of failure. It will be 1 minus p to the power k minus 1, and at the kth trial you are getting success, so into p. So this is the probability mass function of this random variable. You can observe that here we know that if you take probability is always less than 1 and greater than 0. Even equality also you can put it here, because probability p equal to 0 means impossible event and p equal to 1 means certain event. So those things also you can include, but in general for practical purpose p must be greater than 0 and less than 1 for practical purpose. So we know that here p is less than 1 and greater than 0. Similarly q is less than 1 greater than 0. And what does it include here? It include q to the power k minus 1. And we know in geometric series we are taking geometric series like this one, r to the power k. And when we are talking about geometric series, r we are calling it common ratio. It always for convergence purpose, it always happens to be less than 1. Convergence for modulus of this one is less than 1 for convergence purpose. So due to that, what kind of sequence we observe here? We observe a geometric kind of pattern here. So that's why the corresponding random variable we are calling it geometric random variable. So this random variable is a geometric random variable. and this is the desired probability mass function. So from the pattern, it decide what kind of random variable is that. So message transmission is always categorized as geometric random variable. Another kind of geometric random variable, you can say that keep on tossing until you will get hit. So if you're tossing coins several times, so X you can say that introduce like number of trials till first success, and that first success means getting first number of trial till first hit, number of trial or number of tosses till first success. That one is also a geometric random variable. In the similar fashion, you can calculate probability mass function for this random variable. So number of tosses till first hit, till first hit. Several way you can define geometric random variable. So it is also very interesting kind of thing. When we will talk about random process, so this would be very important kind of random variable. This random variable will come frequently. Bernoulli, binomial, and geometric random variable. These random variable will come frequently in Bernoulli process and Poisson process. Those things we will discuss in detail. So next question is that we have to find the probability that X is an even. So what is meaning of that? It simply here say that X is an even. That means we are taking 2k. 2k means it is even. Even X is taking even value. If it 2k we are writing it, anything we multiply with 2, it becomes even. So just calculate this probability. So it is just what? It is geometric series with even exponent. And you know it is what? This one is infinite geometric series. It is going up to you have to keep on tossing in order to get even count. So total it is a geometric series. Easily you can calculate what would be this formula. It will come as very simple formula. First term is what? So here this term I have it already taken it out. P into q to the power minus 1, and here q to the power 2k. Q to the power 2k, k varies from 1 to 1. So first term